Hello everybody! So you decided to become a writer. You thought, hey, I like books. I think I'll write one. Sounds fun. And you know what? Writing a book is fun. Except when it's terrible. There are a million moments along the way that'll make you question your decision to go down this path. To hell. There's editing, there's marketing. If you're especially socially awkward, there's having to talk to people. But the single biggest complaint that I hear about from aspiring writers is the self-doubt that comes with writing a manuscript. You outlined your book, you thought it was awesome, and then you started writing it and suddenly everything looks like shit. And this moment of self-doubt isn't a one-time deal. No, it's gonna come back again and again. Enjoy! So if you're dealing with self-doubt, I've got 5 tips for you to help you get over the hump. There are enough parts of the writing process that are gonna suck the life out of you. You don't need your own self-destructive brain adding to the misery. Number 1, understand that it's normal. Whenever people complain to me about self-doubt, they always seem to think that this problem is solely on them. No one knows how they feel. Huh. That's cute. Battling self-doubt is a very natural part of the writing process. In fact, I'd argue that if you're not doubting your manuscript at some point, it's probably not a good sign. You are not some special little snowflake spiraling in a blizzard of despair. This crippling self-doubt is not unique or exclusive to you. If all writers gotta deal with it, then so do you. Welcome to the shitty club. Some clubs get cool pins and name tags, we get anxiety. I don't know why any of us joined. It's very normal for someone in a creative field to doubt their instincts or skill. We're creating entire worlds out of nothing. That is daunting. Additionally, everyone has an opinion when it comes to books, art, or music. What makes a piece of art good or worthwhile is subjective, and that's very scary. So please understand that you're expected to doubt yourself at times. It wouldn't be normal or human of you to not once question the direction of your novel. Coming to grips with this won't make the doubt go away, but it will make it easier to tolerate. Number 2, stop reading your manuscript. A lot of writers are most compelled to read through their manuscript when they're feeling like the worst writer in the world. And that's a mistake. If you're feeling like a terrible writer, it won't matter how beautiful your prose are. Everything you've written will just look like sewage smeared across the screen. And not only is reading in this mental state an unnecessary torture, it could also be harmful to your book. I've known a lot of writers who were having a negative swing in their mood, they were down on themselves, they were discounting their talent, and because of that, they decided to delete chapters worth of content, and sometimes even the entire manuscript. Major overreaction. You're in a self-destructive mindset. Don't inflict that terror onto your book as well. What did your book ever do to you? Well, besides ruin your life. So what do you do when you feel like a flaming pile of writing turd but you still need to get work done? You get to work, you start writing, but unless it's absolutely necessary, do not read anything you've written, at least until the next day. Try to focus on adding new words to the page. Don't worry about the ones that have already been written. Doing this could very well save your manuscript's life. Number 3, get a second opinion. And whatever you do, don't get it from that asshole who consistently hates on everything you do. Fuck that guy. If there is someone involved in your personal writing journey who's been supportive, now is the time to hit him up and say, hey, save me. Now, I'm not saying you should have someone tell you you're the best writer in the world, because it's not true and it's not gonna help you. But reaching out to someone who could give you honest but supportive feedback will help you determine if your self-doubt is justified or an overreaction. Maybe you reach out to the person and they say, you know what? Yeah, this chapter's kinda slow. It's gonna sting, but at least you've nailed down the problem and you can get to work tackling it. But if they tell you, what? You're on crazy pills, this chapter's fantastic, that might be all you need to get yourself out of that funk. Unfortunately, we can't always rely on second opinions. Sometimes there isn't anyone there to help pick you up, which brings us to number 4, positive affirmations. When I was in the 8th grade, a boy from my school cornered me in front of a bunch of my classmates and picked apart everything about my face that he felt was ugly, while all of my peers watched and laughed. What's the point of the story? Not that that kid was a dick, which he was, but that I vividly remember this moment from 15 years ago, yet I don't remember a single compliment I received in the 8th grade. The thing about the human mind is, it's a dick. The average person has a much easier time remembering the negative things people say about them versus the positive things. As a writer, you're going to receive a bunch of criticism from haters. Sometimes they're your own friends and family. And then once you're published, you get to receive criticism from strangers. Lovely. But you're also probably going to receive a lot of love and support along the way, and that can be really motivating. But not if you don't remember any of it. So how do you prevent yourself from forgetting all the positive affirmations people throw your way? You write them down. Whenever someone gives me a really special piece of praise, I screenshot it and I save it in a folder on my laptop appropriately titled Nice Things. Being the hyper-organized cyborg that I am, this folder is divided into subcategories. I've got a folder devoted to Eve, I've got a folder for my newest manuscript, The Savior's Champion, I've got one for my vlogs, I've got one for me as a person, and I got one that's just filled with comments that made me laugh. Whenever self-doubt kicks in and I'm struggling to shake it off, I check out my folder, I peruse whichever category is most relevant, and then I get to see all these nice things that people have said about me. The point of this isn't to stroke your ego, it's to remind yourself that even if you don't believe in yourself, other people believe in you. Sometimes when you're feeling like donkey dick, all you need to shake it off is to remember that people are rooting for you. Which leads to my last point, number 5, root for yourself. Sometimes you don't have a nice things folder. Sometimes people aren't rooting for you. So you have a choice. You can wallow in your self-pity, or you can pick yourself up and keep going. I know it's not easy. I know you feel like hell. I've been there. But if writing a book were easy, everyone would do it. There's a reason that so few people succeed in this industry. It's because it's fucking hard. So if you want to be one of the few people in this world who realizes their dream, you need to be tough. That means when self-doubt kicks in, there's gotta come a point when you say, fuck it, I'm gonna write anyway. It's okay to allow yourself to feel it. It's okay to take a moment to be upset, or to vent, or to cry. But you can't stay in that moment forever. Eventually, you gotta get back to work. These are the kind of moments that separate the authors from the aspiring writers. An author is just an aspiring writer who finished the damn book. They doubted themselves. They probably considered throwing their laptop out the window 1,000,000 times. Yet somehow they managed to grit their teeth, clench their butthole, and do the job. So hey, if you're experiencing self-doubt, don't worry, we've all been there. It's totally fine to feel that way. But you gotta learn to be on your own side and have your own back. Root for yourself, pick yourself up when you're feeling down, and get back to that book. So that's all I got for you today. Feeling bad about your writing? So is the rest of us. Yay. It's normal to doubt yourself every once in a while. You're not alone on this. And while it certainly helps to have people in your corner cheering you on, the most important thing is that you cheer yourself on. With that said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Wednesdays. Eve the Awakening is still available in ebook and paperback on Amazon right now, so check it out. If you haven't picked up your signed copy of Eve yet, I've got the link to the order form listed below. And if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like me to talk about in my next video, be sure to tweet me at Jenna Moreci. Bye!